flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You know, listen to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And we're going to get into Friday the 13th, full Pisces moon, flight tarot card reading for all my sun, moon, and ascendants, Aquariuses out there. So for the most part, like I said, this is going to be effective all the way to September 23rd, a.k.a. us going into autumn and fall season, a.k.a. us going into the Libra season, a.k.a. us experiencing Uriel feast season, and a.k.a. us traveling as a solar system through the 7th house, or the sun traveling through the 7th house at the moment, or getting ready to. So for the most part, we're going to get into your business and career and your love matters, and we're going to come to a general conclusion by pulling one card from the Dragon Oracle deck. Now, here's the thing, right? We're going to get into your business and career, so let me not waste no more time and jump into y'all Aquarius energy, because I know y'all like to deal with the 11th house. I know y'all like to deal with the things y'all associated with, how you conduct yourself in the public arena, and associations and things of that nature, even if it ain't dealing with people, the places and the things you are associated with. And if these things don't look like something that other people like at the moment, then you will come up with a logical, rational way to make other people perceive you to dislike it, even though behind closed doors or when you're looking in the mirror, this is some shit you fuck with in Aquarius, and this is what make y'all weird or make y'all opposing in a lot of ways. And we know that you ruled by Saturn, so the ability of utilizing your air, a lot of times you utilize that to communicate about reality or gain a structure in your life or placing and receiving boundaries and restrictions and limits. So you always have a boundary or a borderline that you don't want people to cross as far as your mentality. But a lot of times you be crossing a lot of people's mentalities when it comes to your playing mind games and things of that nature. And due to the fact of you being co-ruled by Uranus, you may do this in a smooth and unique way to the point that people may even like the way you take advantage logically or the way you take advantage of conversations due to your weirdness and way of communicating. But a lot of times it may participate in a way of changing and rebelling and opposing due to your environment and the people you're around based upon if you are relatable or not. So all this Aquarius energy, let's see how this is playing out when it comes into the work field and when it comes out into your business and career at the moment. You got 9 of hearts. 9 represents ascension. So you have ascendant, and the heart represents sextile opportunity or support system. So you have ascended to a form of support or opportunity in some way, shape, or form when it comes to your business and career. Now let's see if this opportunity was negative and positive from an overall perspective, but we're gonna go right into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. Aquariuses, see what I'm saying? So for the most part, off the back, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Aquariuses, you're experiencing an ascension right now. Let's see if this is good for you or not. Uh-oh, it's a club. Now, this ascension right here is coming as a queen. This queen represents grand support coming. So you got some grand support coming to you, but it's coming to you in a club kind of way, which is a square learning process or a friction. So this grand support is coming in a way that caused you to kind of look at things in a way that you didn't quite plan on and things of that nature. So this ascension that's coming as an opportunity is coming as a grand support, but it may cause you to kind of look at things in a way that you think things could be better. Basically, you see what I'm saying? In a way that it wasn't all what it's psyched up to be. That kind of energy when it comes to your business and career, your job in some way, shape, or form. So try not to put all your eggs in one basket, or try not to anticipate too much based upon what a person is telling you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And then we got the conclusion. We got another 9, another ascension, and diamond. So this is overall good perspective as long as you're not listening to what other people got going on. So for the most part, this is 9 of diamonds. So you're in a circumstance, in a situation right now where you're dealing with 2 ascensions, but in between that ascension right there is grand support coming. So for the most part, you're ascended into a gift, or the trine represents a triangle or a gift or a positive energy. So this is what you have ascended into. So for the most part, let's start it off. You started off as ascended into an opportunity. So you ascended into an opportunity or a support system. And this grand support that's coming is kind of making you learn, because the club represents learning. So this is a positive. It's not a friction learning. You learned something good, because the next card after it was actually a red card. So you have learned something good from this grand support that have came based upon this opportunity that you have ascended into. And based upon business and career, this grand support that's actually coming, if it ain't came yet, you know what I'm saying, this grand support that's coming into a club is something that you're going to learn, and whatever you learn is going to ascend you into a gift. You're going to learn about your a gift that you can ascend to, or some positive energy, or some trine, or some manifestation that could go in your favor in some way, shape, or form when it comes to business and career. Now we're going to actually see what zodiac sign that you're actually dealing with, or what zodiac elemental energies you got to utilize in order to rectify this energy, so you don't experience any resistance. pardon me. So for the most part, you got 9 plus Queen represents 12 plus another 9. So that's 30 right there. So for the most part, that's dealing with the third house. In numerology, so you're dealing with either the third house or Gemini-like influences when it comes to your business and career, or you may actually be dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. So keep that in mind also. But when it comes to the better you know how to utilize Gemini energies, and you kind of know how to utilize it a little bit, just you kind of utilize air in your fixated way. The more you know how to utilize it in a mutable way, the more you'll be able to ride the wave instead of getting washed up under the current. And what does this actually mean? When you have to utilize Gemini energy or third house energy for your business and career, that means kind of be a little bit more communicative, but not taking an actual stance. See, that's the difference between Aquarius and Gemini, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and co-ruled by Uranus. So in Aquarius and Gemini, and Libras, which y'all all agree on, is communication, but how y'all communicate is totally different ways. And Aquarius will communicate by a lot of times taking stance on things, and anytime you take a stance on something, by default it may oppose someone else. So this put Aquariuses in more situations where they're changing, rebellious, or opposing, or weird, or unique, way more different than Geminis, where Geminis is utilizing Mercury. So instead of taking a stance and taking an individual stance on something, they would kind of relate whatever they're communicating and their stance with someone else's stance, and be more mutable and things of that nature, and being more relatable, whether they're looking in the mirror or behind closed doors disagreeing or not. So for the most part, this puts them in more favorable energy. So the more you know how to rectify more favorable energies and not take your stance and conviction on everything and things of that nature, and then stay stubborn on that and too consistent on that energy, the more you'll be able to rectify your business and career energies in some way, shape, or form. Or this may just be how you have to learn from whatever Gemini that you're actually dealing with at the moment. Now let's get into your love matters. Yeah, because, you know, Aquarius dealing with your business and career, you know, that Gemini energy is very good because that Mercury there, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you're dealing with business and career, you got Mercury energy, feminine or masculine, whether it's Virgo or Gemini, it puts you in an aspect where you're able to communicate. And this is why you got a good aspect around it also. So keep that in mind. But you just have to put this in action and don't pass opportunities, because we all fall short to passing, to catching opportunities. Now, when it comes to your love matters, you have Joker, small Joker. So with the small Joker right here, a small Joker represents an extreme internal change. A large Joker, the big Joker, represents an extreme external change, aka a person, place, or thing coming into your life to change the event. But for the most part, when you got the small Joker, this represents an internal extreme event. So for the most part, you may have had an epiphany, an emotional change about something that's going on with your love matters, because we're into your love matters right now. So let's see what kind of big emotional epiphany or some big emotional change that you have had. Let's see if it's negative or positive. Aquarius is Sun and Moon and Ascendants. Now you have 3 of Clubs. 3 of Clubs. 3 represents your surroundings, and Club represents something you have to learn, whether it's a good positive, something that you're learning, or a friction, something that's causing you to feel like something is going out of your favor in some way, shape, or form. Now, for the most part, this internal epiphany that you got going on got you looking at your surroundings and making you learn about your surroundings and all the individuals that's involved with your surroundings in some way, shape, or form. So keep that in mind also. So let's see the general conclusion of what's going on with this. Let's see why you having a big epiphany because of what's going on in your surroundings. Because what's going on in your surroundings is what's causing this epiphany. It's something that you learned in your surroundings, something in your close proximity, something you're familiar with. Not just like something that's just in your neighborhood, but you're never alone with it. No, it has to be something you're familiar with in your surroundings, but it's something you just learned about in your surrounding that caused you to have an epiphany in some way, shape, or form. Let's see the general conclusion. Now you have 8 of Spades. Now this the reason why is because you've been giving your time to something that's been cutting you out or opposing you out of your love matter. And look, when I say love matter, this could be anything that you are indulging into or need to learn how to do in moderation in some way, shape, or form. Something you're compromising with. That could be a person, place, or thing. But the lowest vibrational representations on earth of these things, and the most ways we could calculate it, is within a relationship. And if you're dealing with a person, right, the reason why you had an epiphany and now that you're looking at your surroundings is because you've been giving your time to something that have been cutting you out of the circumstance anyway. And since we're talking about love matters and we're talking about a person, this could be another individual who they've been giving their time to something else. That's the general conclusion. It could not be you. They could be giving their time to something else, and whatever they're giving their time to have been cutting you out. AKA, that's what the spade represents, cutting out or opposing. 8 represents the time you've been putting into it, or the time they've been putting in it, since we're talking about love matters. So they've been putting their time into something, which actually means the more time they putting into something else, the less time they got for you. And it got you checking your surroundings, or it got them checking their surroundings. But right here, it's about you. It got you learning about your surroundings, learning about the individuals that's in your surroundings, which caused you to have an epiphany, a change of heart, a new way of, a grave new way of change, feeling about the people that you are dealing with at the matter. So for the most part, let's see what zodiac sign that you're actually dealing with, or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify these energies. So Joker just means more space. It's like 0. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 plus 8. So that's 11. So it went straight to 11. So you're dealing with a sign yourself. You may be dealing with yourself as an Aquarius. But for the most part, it went 3 plus 8. That's an 11. So for the most part, it went straight to 11. So that's not no 1 plus 1. As if we was to double back, if it was something else like if it was not like, that's another video. Like if it was 21 or something like that, or you know what I'm saying? But or 20 or 19. You know what I'm saying? Because that'd be more the second house energy. But when we got straight to 11, that ain't the second house. That ain't Taurus. That's straight to Aquarius. That's 11. So for the most part, you're either dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you're dealing with your own demons, or you have to utilize the Aquarius energy itself in order to rectify love matters in some way, shape, or form. And what does that mean? That means when it comes to love matters, you're gonna have to put yourself in a circumstance and situation where you're more unique in your way of communicating. AKA, don't just be communicating and socializing with any and anybody just for the sake of conversating, Gemini, and don't be conversating with an individual just for the sake of gaining balance in your life, AKA Libra. You need to be putting yourself into a situation in love matters where you're communicating something for the all, AKA you're making it like an association. You see what I'm saying? Where it could be friends first before something that's a relationship like Libra, or before something that might not never get gravitated and solidified like Gemini. This is something that the potential was there, but at the same time you're letting rules and things be set there. It's like boundaries and restrictions and limits. So for the most part, when it comes into your love matters, you're here to be a little bit more communicative, but in your own unique way. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, letting people know what you want, not be just jumping into relationships and then the relationship end up manifesting into something that you're catering to this other person, but this person never catering to you, aka Libras do that a lot of times. Or just jumping into relationships where this is just the partner for the time, aka Gemini's jump into that. You want to make sure you're creating limits and you're setting and you're communicating what you actually want, aka if this person can bounce back and forth and agree or disagree, but aka can create some type of relating space between you and this other person, then that's how this Aquarius air could work out as a communicative way. So for the most part, when it comes to your business and career, and when it comes into your love matters, you're dealing with air, trine energy, and you're already a trine, so you're not dealing with so many bad energies here. And if you are dealing with bad energies here, it's like a repeat story. It's like something you have already experienced, and you've been trying to put yourself in a space that you don't want to experience these things anymore, but you just keep experiencing the same routines over and over again. So it may be like that, because anytime it's too much of the same energy in something, it can be too comfortable and fixate yourself into a routine or a pattern. So you might have a certain pattern with handling your business and career and handling your relationships, and you might take certain things within both of them for granted. Now, so keep that in mind. But we're gonna learn how to rectify this energy, because you got good energies when it comes to your business and career. You're ascending there, but your ascension from your business and career is kind of taking you off from your love matters, and your love matters is kind of energies that's not being supported at the moment, and energies of people getting ready to detach, whether it's from you or you're the one that's getting ready to detach from others based upon this business and career that you're getting ready to jump into, or this job, or this new energy, how you feel about it in some way, shape, or form. Now we're going to pull a card to see the general outcome. We're going to pull it from the dragon card. Now a dragon, you can replace that from views, how you see, consciousness, your ability to view things, or the ability to have an idea. So that's what a dragon is. So replace the word dragon with see, and for the most part what you need to see is whatever color dragon I pull and the title of it, the name. You got a fallout. So you have certain ideas that you had that you actually don't actually participate into anymore, that you actually need to go back into, because these thoughts and ideas that you had can actually save you from a circumstance or a situation that you may be experiencing now. That's what that means. So you may have fell out from thoughts and ideas, fell out from viewpoints, that these viewpoints and these perceptions can actually be utilized for whatever you're wrapped up into now. And a person may have been leading you to a false perception of something, and you may have had a previous viewpoint that you can cling on to that'll help you right now. You know what I'm saying? that this person may have took you away from. Now, yeah, so let's get into this, right? Now, the card you got right here, right? And this didn't want to go in. Oh, so these don't want to go in. So for the most part, boom, we got Rainbow Dragon. Rainbow Dragon. So somebody else had this one also. So when we talk about Rainbow Dragon, check this out. Now, dragon, that means sea. And what you need to see is the rainbow. Now, rainbow is all the color vibrations together. So when we talk about all the color vibrations together, that means your surroundings, everybody's emotions and feelings. Don't just be aware of yours. Don't just pay attention to your emotions and feelings. Start to pay attention to everybody's emotions and feelings. Start to pay attention to all the vibrations, how the environment make you feel, how the behind the scenes make you feel, as far as not what a person's saying, but how they're saying it, because that tells it all. Regardless if a person is telling you something is wrong with them or not wrong with them, how they're saying it, that tells it all. You could truly be like, yeah, something really wrong with them. They just don't really want to tell me. And this is the energy right here where it's talking about Rainbow Dragon. Be aware of all feelings and emotions, and not just your own, because being wrapped up in your own is one of the reasons why you're lost into these patterns in the first place. So be aware of other people's circumstances. Therefore, you'll be able to see a person that's not in your favor from a mile away, and you won't have to suffer going through that experience based upon you just wanting to communicate to see where things lead to. So keep that in mind also. And that's how you rectify this Gemini and Aquarius energy, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. And September 23rd, we'll be back again. Flights air.